Hey everyone, welcome back to my Bitget Get Educated series. Today, it's going to be a fun video talking about knife catching. A lot of things have been bullish lately in the markets, but it's easy to knife catch a dip and see price keep falling and take a larger loss than you intended, and then of course see the market bounce shortly after. So rather than knife catching, there's much safer ways to look for long entries in these conditions. So I'm going to share a simple strategy that I use to do just that. Real quick, before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to my content partner, Bitget. They have an awesome exchange that I've been using for close to a year now without really any issues. They have a nice mobile app that I use often, and I also have a referral link if you would like to check it out. There's a link below or in my pinned tweet on Twitter, and you can get 15% off of all of your trading fees on the exchange by signing up through my link. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube. I'm really close to 30,000 subscribers, and I'm going to keep coming at you guys with plenty more educational content, so make sure you check out the whole plethora of videos my YouTube has to offer, and let's go ahead and get into the content. All right, you guys, so let's just go with the Widowmaker, which is natural gas, right? This thing has just been dying and people are trying to buy, and it just keeps nuking. We've even had some extremely high volume days which look like they would be a potential bottom area, and it just keeps going lower and lower. So in cases like this, how do you know when the safest time to buy is? Well, let me show you real quick how I like to find bottoms, and I have a very great reversal pattern actually that I like to use. All right, so as you can see here, price keeps falling and it just looks like it's never ending. Well, finally we see a little bit of sideways here, right? Now I'm not just going to buy sideways, but I'm going to key in on one of my favorite reversal patterns, which is an ascending triangle. All right, which is basically a series of higher lows. Okay, and if you watch my trend videos, higher lows are a bullish trend. Okay, and now this is only a 15-minute time frame, because if I zoom out to the one-day chart, okay, like I was, you could see that I have absolutely no confirmation, and this thing is just dying and dying and dying. But if I go back to my trusty 15-minute chart, and I actually posted this live on Twitter for you guys and posted when I took this trade, you'll see here that I have a very nice trade entry here with my OBV also trending up a little bit and a breakout. So upon this breakout, I now have a potential bottom. Okay, granted, this is only a 15-minute time frame. So why did I only hold this trade intraday? Because it was a 15-minute chart. All right, so I had this really nice breakout here. I see nice increasing volume, and basically, if I'm using this as a pattern to trade, my target is going to be from the bottom to the top of here to here, same length. So my target was about 860. Okay, bam. So that would be my target. And I would set it up something like this. Okay, so I would look for, an entry somewhere around here. I would put my stop loss either just below this breakout, or sometimes you get a slight wick there. So a lot of times I like to do a little bit below the EMA, but again, I have to adjust my position size for, if I'm going a little bit bigger, then I would go some tighter stop loss, but again, that increases my risk of getting stopped out. So anyway, for this one, I believe it was about a 1% risk and a 3% reward is what I went with. And you can see here, a very nice setup. It worked out. I have a clear invalidation now, which I'll explain more in a minute. But basically, a great setup. I didn't just knife catch over and over and over. I waited for some sort of pattern to develop or some sort of sideways movement to be a potentially low time frame accumulation to spring this higher. And I even got my breakout before actually entering. Okay. And the key here to waiting for a breakout and waiting for some sort of bottom confirmation is that you actually have an invalidation now, because there's nothing worse than just saying, okay, I think I'm going to buy here, and then it goes down. You're like, oh, well, it could bounce here. Oh, shoot, it could bounce here. It could bounce here. There's no invalidation when something's just free falling. there's absolutely no invalidation because there's no support below, and it could just go lower and lower and lower and lower and lower until, you know, whatever. So because if I entered a long down here, again, I have no invalidation. So let's just say I entered a long at this same level right here, okay? I would be forced to close down here because it's just free falling. There's no invalidation for me to hold on to this trade. I don't know. There's no real clear setup, right? So by doing this, I give myself a very clear invalidation because I'm basically saying if price breaks below here, this is a fake out and it's likely to go lower. And actually, I do have a video about identifying scam pumps. It's actually, I think, titled Identifying Scam Pumps in a Bear Market. And this is a bearish trend on this chart right now. So that would be the exact way to identify if that's a fake out or not, okay? So basically, that's my invalidation point. And if it loses that, it's probably going to sweep the lows at least, okay? So I know now, after this breakout, I have very, very, very clear and well-defined levels. Before that, I had nothing. I'm just guessing, and it's easy to take big losses in that situation. So key here is if you don't have confirmation, then it's really hard to buy confidently, right? And then it's hard to know when to cut that position. So non-financial advice, of course, you guys, but that's how I do it. Now, if I am trying to knife catch, okay, if I am just trying to say, you know what, I think this is really overextended, I will buy a very, 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 very small amount. Okay, and if it bounces, great. If not, I can actually take a little bit more size on a position with a clear setup. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys found it useful. If you have any feedback or other topics you would like to see, make sure to shoot me a comment below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Peace.